Hi guys, in this video I'm going to give a quick review for Canon Pixma MG3650S. I'll go over the different features and functions of this printer and give my personal ratings based on the following categories: features, setup, software and print quality. And finally I'll give it an overall score and I'll try to find out if this printer is actually worth the money. For the features and overall functioning, this printer gets 9 points of 10 from me. Really, it's pretty good. It can be connected to a smartphone using Canon Print application. Also, you can connect it to a computer over Wi-Fi network or via USB cable. It's capable of printing on both sides of paper automatically without necessity to manually turn the page. What else I like, you can quickly switch paper size for copying and copy large photos to 4 by 6 inches size. I don't expect something special from this printer. It has everything that the printer of its category must have. I would just like to have at least small LCD display for this money and maybe Ethernet ports. And also I think this printer thinks too much before printing. It can prepare for 30 seconds just to print one page. That's why 9 of 10 for overall features and functionality. For the ease of setup, this printer gets 6 points out of 10 from me. Why only 6? Because on the one hand, it's very easy to connect this printer using WPS. So if you have WPS button on your router, you've got no problem. Just press this button, then activate WPS on your printer, press and hold Wi-Fi button, then press black button, Wi-Fi button once again, and after 30 seconds you're all set. You just need to hit add/switch in Canon Print application, register printer, wait for the printer to appear on this screen. Well, it may take some time. The hell begins if you don't have WPS in your router or just don't have access to this feature, but you still need to connect the printer to your home Wi-Fi network. In this case, you need to use Canon Print application and the printer's built-in setup network. And it's pretty buggy. The app will ask you a lot of questions, you will perform a lot of actions, wait a lot of time, and the success is not guaranteed. Probably you will need to reset the printer and reinstall the application for a couple of times. So the setup process could turn out endless troubleshooting for about half an hour. Especially when it comes to setup on Windows computers, at least on Windows 11, I have the latest version fully updated. And this Canon setup wizard fails 10 times of 10. So you will hardly be able to set up the printer if you don't have WPS button on your router. So first you will have to set it up on your smartphone. The probability is higher in that case. And that is not all bad news. Canon Print application doesn't work on Windows 11 at all. Maybe on Windows 10 too, I just don't know. Leave a comment if you have different experience on Windows 11 or you have good or bad experience with setting up this printer on other operating system. It's gonna be interesting. Just leave a comment below. But in my case, Canon Print didn't work. It can't detect this printer even after installation of all drivers and utilities and all software, still can't. So 6 of 10 for setup. For software, this printer gets 5 of 10 from me, and let me explain you why. Let's open, for example, Canon Print application, and yes, it's suitable for very basic needs. It allows you to print, scan, make copies, but let's say we want to print something and let's say our file is over 4 megabytes. In this case, you will not be able to print this file from smartphone. Next, if you want to scan something, you have just only 3 settings: original type, color mode, and original size, and you can't even set the scan resolution. Moreover, they have no editing tools for you. You can't reorder pages, you can't rotate pages, not saying about markup, adding text text recognition, and so on. You don't have anything in this application. After scanning, you can just only save the results. Smartphone copy feature doesn't allow you even to create multi-page files. Copy feature, by the way, is not so bad. It allows you to set number of copies, which you can't do on the printer's control panel. But to copy for the first time, you have to enter password, and guess where do you need to get this password? Actually, I couldn't find it out for about 2 hours, because in user manual you will not find anything useful for you. I found it in internet. You need to print the network configuration page. And everything comes terrible when it comes to computer applications. So this is their interface. They call it Canon Quick Menu, and it overlays the desktop, and it has interface from early 2000s. You can expand this menu, and let's go to scan example once again. You have a lot of presets here and a lot of settings. They are managed in different windows, non-compact, non-user friendly, overcomplicated, and moreover, everything works bad. If you click on document scan, it will just scan document without preview and save it to your files. To me, it's terrible. And also, as a mobile device, you don't have editing tools here. If you run scan gear, it seems you have an option to rotate pages, at least over here, and to reorder pages. But if you just click on scan, it will not give you preview over here by default. You have to go to settings and look how to enable multi-page scanning. And it's absolutely terrible, because I couldn't find it from the first time, at least. And I am the advanced user. I saw a lot of printers, a lot of applications. Believe me, I don't recommend you to use this app. Use third-party scanning apps instead. I'm not going to dive deep to all these applications. I just want to say this is outdated and user unfriendly. So 5 of 10 for software. And Canon Pixma MG3650S gets 10 points of 10 for print quality. All colors are in contrast, saturated and bright, no pixels, no grain. This is glossy paper, you see. Almost ideal. Very good photos. And when it comes to documents, all sharp lines are sharp, all smooth lines are smooth. Also no smears, no lines. Nothing exceed, no streaks. Print quality is perfect. Thus, these printers got overall score 7.5, and I would describe it like this: good at printing, slow at thinking, and a little bit buggy. And the main question is this printer worth its money? So now the price is $189 on Amazon. And guys, considering that in this price range you already can purchase a tank printer and save your money in future, or buy a qual printer by Hewlett Packard, which has much better software and, by the way, ADF unit on the top, I would better go with competitors or with tank printer instead of Canon Pixma, especially if the printing quality is a qual, something like this. If you liked or didn't like this review, if you have a different opinion or have something to add, please leave a comment below. Subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and be awesome. Bye guys.